Remember when I first bought this motherfucking computer, the light, like there was no lighting, like it was no camera. Couldn't figure it out. I took it all the way back. Come to find out, on this touch screen, there's one little simple ass switch. Camera on, camera off. Camera on, camera off. I bought this computer at the beginning of the bakery. So this motherfucker down there, 2 years old, touchscreen. Anyhow, please let me get my utensils in order. Send Cal, what's up, baby? Turbo. Roscoe and things. We're gonna let this build up just a little bit. So I was gonna be stingy, Cal. I was gonna be stingy with my time and have my blunt to myself and things. But sometimes thoughts be heavy on the mind and you gotta get it out. Fighting this bear in traffic, oof. I know about that. Was that having a rough week yourself? Kitten, what is you doing? What is you doing? Cats be serious about trying to hide they boo-boo. That's one thing I respect about cats. They be trying to hide they boo-boo. They try to bury that shit. Oh, don't worry. I'm getting to it. Just gotta get my stuff in order. I let the beat build. All right. So the name of this live is Change With or Get Changed On. What does that mean? Change with or get changed on. I'm going to come with some simple scenarios. I'm just trying to put a thought in your mind before you guys go to work and things. Change with or get changed on. Do y'all remember Coleco? Do y'all remember Atari? Do y'all remember USBs? Do y'all remember CDs? Tapes and 8-tracks? No. I mean, we do, but it's a distant memory. And the other day, Drina bust out an old CD player. That's damn near equivalent of when the parents used to bust out the old record player. The old record player. And sit down and listen to the old jams because you can only play them on the record. And it ain't nothing like a record sound. Like the sound of a record is something about it. That's why people still like records, and that's why records is coming back. I don't know if y'all know, but they got records that's coming back. They making record players and selling them at Walmart. What happens when you don't get the memo? What happens when you don't get the memo? You get changed on, and you get swallowed up by the competition. Kmart. Kmart's a good one. We watched Kmart. We watched Kmart go from Kmart to where it wasn't even Kmart no more. It was just called the K. It's called the K. Who could think of a fast food restaurant that don't exist no more? Think of a fast food. Let's play a game. Name fast food restaurants, national chain fast food restaurants that don't exist no more. I'm gonna go with or they're so small they didn't went down to where the franchise is the only people that own them, and it's far few and in between. I'll go first. I'm gonna say Skippers. Who remembers Skipper? You had Long John Silver's and you had Skippers. They was left and right. Pioneer Chicken. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh. Well, I damn near thought Pioneer Chicken was damn near was Sacramento. Like there was no chicken like Pioneer's greasy ass crunchy chicken. That was like Pioneer was like the Asian chicken that be in the Asian restaurants or the smorgasbords with the greasy skin. Yeah, Pioneer's was like that. It was good. 29-cent hamburgers. Well, oh yeah. The black and white one. The black and white 29-cent hamburger stand on everything. I remember them. They still have a Pioneers. I bet you it's probably franchised though. It ain't corporate. Let me see. Let's think of another one. Fast food. See, but y'all kind of proving my point. Y'all kind of proving my point. I used to think Rally's was out of business, but there's some Rally's still around. Uh, Peter Piper Pizza. Who remember that? Peter Piper Pizza. What? What? This little kitten is retarded, I'm telling you. It's mixed with Siamese and crazy. Long John Silver's was just a drug front, so that don't count. That sounds like a whole nother shit. Like I ain't never heard of them. I look curious to know more about this. A drug. They still got Long John Silver's though. I got one for y'all. Have y'all ever heard of Izzy's Pizza? Izzy's Pizza. Either you got to be an old school Sacramento cat, or they had Izzy's everywhere. Dixie Mafia used it to traffic drugs. All of them, or just that's the thing. We want to keep our comments factual instead of like just throwing stuff out. Round Table Pizza kind of fading out. I think Domino's is fading faster. I think Domino's is fading faster. But there is a pizza chain. It's coming to me. It's a pizza chain that ain't here no more. I want to say it ain't Mount Mike's. It ain't Domino's. Sin Cal, you remember Izzy? That's what's up. Rally's closed in Sacramento, but guess what? Rally's open back up inside Walmart. Papa John's. Nope. Papa John's still here. Straw Hat. When last time you heard a damn straw hat? When last time you heard a damn straw hat? I would know where a straw hat is. I'm gonna tell you a story about Papa John's though. When I lived in the mountains in Quincy, there was a place called Murphy's Pizza. Murphy's Pizza. That was the first pizza place I had ever seen of its kind that was take and bake. And that was in 1994. It was called Murphy's Pizza. But why did it all of a sudden go to Papa Murphy's Pizza take and bake? That's because them people, they branched out. Then Papa John, Papa Murphy, Papa John. But Papa Murphy's is long gone. I don't know. Papa Murphy gone. Riley's still running in Madera, yeah, because Riley's is still Riley's is still in fuck. I want to say Fresno. I want to say there's a Riley's in Fresno, but like in between Fresno and Stockton, there's one you can see on the left hand side. That might be Madera. Shit, now that I'm thinking about it. Pop Squallies. I just know how it sounds. It sounds like Pop Squallies, which is, I had a celly named Papa Squally for the jungles. Sherm Alley. But I've never heard of Papa Squallies. Curled pepperoni, slightly crispy with the edges minimal. That was Straw Hat. Okay, so that's food, right? So as you guys can see, there's not a lot of fast food restaurants. Fast food restaurants that are not, excuse me, let me word that. They are still here. And if they are faded, what they did is they fell back and adapted. Like a lot of places, the Rallies is inside, the Pizza Huts is inside and merged with Taco Bell and weird shit. They had to evolve. They had to adapt. That's why they still here. They had to. But what happens when you don't evolve? Well, then you end up being like somebody trying to make a brand new car, a 2022 car with a CD player. A brand new 2022 car with a CD player. That ain't happening no more. You must have a cheap ass low end 2022 car to have a CD player. So just think, if you're a CD maker, and you walking up to people talking about, buy my CD. Buy my CD. I'm a rapper. Here's my CD. You gonna look at him and you're gonna be like, what am I gonna play it on? What I'm gonna play it on? This is a message to up and coming rappers too. What I'm gonna play it on? So why Drina bust out the CD player yesterday and I didn't even know how to work it? Do y'all hear that? But Drina bust out the CD player. I didn't even know how to open the thing. I'm not retarded. I'm just saying I was pushing buttons. I could not work this CD player. Now I remember looking at skits or something where people go up to the kids of today and hand them a Walkman and say, make it work. I was like, how would you listen to it? And they looking at the Walkman. First, they don't even know how to get the tape inside the Walkman. And I was laughing at them. Like, wow, you don't know how to work a Walkman. And then 2 days ago, I'm in front of a CD player and can't even figure out how to open the damn thing. I didn't even know how to open the CD player. It took me a matter of fact, I didn't even figure it out. How about that? I didn't even figure it out. Drina walked right up to the door and hit the button. Poo, the door opened. I'm like, damn. I used to live and die by these CDs. But now I don't even, shit. I don't remember I don't remember. It say when you holding pebbles. And all of a sudden gold come your way, you never remember the exact moment that you drop the pebbles and go with the gold. You don't remember when you drop the pebbles. You just drop the motherfuckers. This is gold. So, do you even remember like the last time you listened to a CD in a car? If you do, then you probably one of them people kind of stuck back a little bit. But most people that's evolving, they don't even have CDs in their car. Like, do you have CDs in your car? Like, this is a real question. Do you have CDs in your car? Hello? Anybody? Please answer this. Do you have CDs in your car? It's not a trick question. This just shows that like are you evolving? That's what this question shows. Are you evolving? Because I don't know anybody that got CDs in their car. And if they do, they in the bottom, and they probably some shit. They probably a 50 Cent Get Rich or Die. Probably some old classic shit. But don't nobody got CDs. The times have changed. Change with or get changed on. And then you end up one of these people trying to figure it out. Why you gotta only listen to the radio in the car because you don't even know nothing about connecting the Bluetooth to the car. You don't know nothing. All you knew was grab a CD and put it in and press play. That's it. The average person got to know about Bluetooth connectivity. The average person. But you'd be surprised how many people are clueless. You don't want to be one of them adults that's 30 years old and don't know how to swim, but like to go to the water. You don't want to be that. Hold on, I said that. A grown-ass adult that don't know how to swim but likes to go to the water. You don't want to be that. You got to evolve. But sometimes in this evolving, you got to make mistakes. And you got to be able to laugh at yourself. So I laughed at myself when I was pushing buttons on this CD player that I could not figure it out. Drina had to come rescue me. I could not figure this fucking CD player out. Do that make me crazy or retarded or something? No. That just means I didn't move way past where I'm supposed to be. And why am I going back to this CD player? Because I thought it was amusing because I used to know how to do this shit. That's like y'all trying to go back and play Super Nintendo, and every one of y'all played Super Nintendo because the people, the age bracket is at least like 20 or, well, not 20, but like 30 or better. The average. So therefore, you played Super Nintendo If you was in any part of the early 2000s or the mid 90s to late, you played a Super Nintendo, even if you got your big brother's game out the closet and hooked it up. But go back and try to play it now. All we remember is blowing the thing, put it in, close the thing, power. Hope it don't start blinking. Change with or get changed on. There's a flip side to that. Change with or get changed on is only half the pie. But you know what the other side of the pie is? And it's half of it. It's half change with or get changed on, but the other side of the pie is just as big. And that part is be the change. Change with or get changed on, but on the other side of this pie, you could be the change. The influence. The change. The person that lets people change. That's a big piece of the pie. And when you're changing and you're part of the change, that means often that means you drifting into uncharted territories. You're drifting into places that you ain't normally ever been. That means you have your own thought process. That means you're not afraid to explore. That means you're not afraid to be different. So when you the change, that's the thought process you're supposed to have. Like, it pains you to go backwards when you the change. It pains you like you end up in situations, and I know you've all been through this because I'm a human. I'm a human, just like y'all. So I know you've been through this, where you've been in a gathering or something, and you know that you moved on in your life. And then all of a sudden you look up and you like, this ain't me. Like, this ain't even me. This don't even, you used to probably feel right back then, but it don't feel right now where I am. Like, I got kids, responsibilities, and people counting on me. So this don't feel right. Can what? Am I lying? Have all y'all felt that? Where you was in a situation where you was like, man, I didn't move past this. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Someone famous. You know what? I can recall way back saying I wanted to be famous. Like, I want to be famous. I can recall that. Just like the people that eventually get it, they show videos of them when they was a kid and they was talking like Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry. Like you just knew. He just knew he was gonna be something. He knew that. That's what you gotta have if your desire is to be famous. And that was one of my desires. To get there involves a level of vulnerability, though. That's why you got to be able to laugh at yourself when you realize that you didn't evolve. I didn't know how to work this CD player. I didn't know how to work. Hey, Nate, I was just telling him, right, the other day, Drina brought out a CD player, right? You know how we was in the sales. That was what we had. When I went back, they was talking, we had MP3 players too. But I'm talking about for that first 4 or 5 years was tapes. But then once CD came, like, that was what we lived and died by when it came to music, CDs and radio. So like this was a big part of my diet. So now you place this CD player in, you give me a CD and a CD player, and I couldn't even figure this shit out. Like I was pressing buttons and trying to open it. I couldn't even open it. That's the funny part. I ain't even get the thing open. Then Drina came over. She looked at it. We was studying this shit. We was like studying this CD player. Like, damn. All right, so maybe this. And then she pushed it in and it opened up. I was like, damn, I just spent like 10 long minutes of my life trying to figure out something that was so simple back then. But really, that's a testament to how far you've evolved. So what I was saying, Nate, we got this pie. This pie of prosperity. One half of this pie says change with or get changed on. And that's in reference to, like, let's say USBs, records, 8-tracks, fast food restaurants that got gobbled by big restaurants because they couldn't change. So the world around them changed that, and they got changed on. But the other half of that pie is be the change. Because if you be the change, I think that's important enough to cover the whole pie. Because if you are the change, the ones that's changing with and not getting changed on is changing with the change. We don't want to be stuck in the 90s. We don't want to be stuck in the early 2000s. We don't want to even be stuck in the 2010s. This is the 2020s. This is supposed to be a whole different thought process from the last decade. Like, think about it. The 80s was different. The 90s was different. The 2000s was different. The 2010s was different. So anything we was doing in the 2010s, that shit is, man, we in the midst of a whole nother decade. Hold on. Let me go back because I was on one. So, Bay Area bro, man, I see you, man. Smack, I see you. Wolf, Sin Cal, I know you've been here, baby. Skyler, what is it? So, Wolf, I see you. Sacramento P, Loco. Southside, Mactown Building. That's right. Beach Rock Gang. Yeah. Hey, Nate. Nah, this is straight YouTube. Straight YouTube. You know, with me, I had some things on my mind, so I had to get my creative juices flowing, and I had to just go there. Like the glare. Hey, Sacramento. I think it's about being a change, man. Being a change. Like how you say, Nate, let's go live for a preview. I know you probably feel like you would come live on here if I did StreamYard, but facts show it has to be perfect timing, and don't nobody want to go live and be sharing a link, and don't nobody come in, because best believe I could start a live right now while I'm live in less than 4 minutes. So, but sometimes when you got a point or you got a thought process going on, you want to share it as is. But trust me, all you gotta do is go to the bakery and you'll see a whole bunch of interaction on some real shit. You'll see a whole bunch of that. But I don't do but lately I ain't been going interactively live unless it's with Nate Dogg. When Nate Dogg go live, then I'm gonna join in his live. Cause guess what? They demonetized my dog ass. My ass been demonetized for like 3 months now. So everything I do is to the net. But if we gonna go live, I'd rather one of us better eat. If I got some food on my plate, I'ma share it with Nate. Bust that motherfucker here. Take your portion. So why would I not go live on Nate's? I mean, why would I not jump on Nate's live and encourage that? So that's why I can do this now. I could do my stuff and let Nate go live because Nate got the more interactive channel anyway. But in Dirty Nation, we pile in that thing. We pile in that kennel. Hey, Nate got that supersized kennel, so we could all fit in that motherfucker. I'm not that other Macamento food. Hey, I respect that. I respect that 100% because you already know how I feel about that one. So that's good that you separated yourself from him because there was still a wondering, lingering thought in my mind like, is this him? So once you clarified that, it's good. Vista, that's over there. Oh, is that Rio Vista? I don't know. I might not know, but is that Rio Vista? Like you can go to Stockton and cut into that Rio Vista and that big ass river back there. Oh, Fruit Ridge Vista, Spencer, Spencer, straight up, straight up. But I got real one questions. So you probably went through Nate's. But you got to come through mine. Name the homie. Rest in peace. That guy. I'm gonna describe him, and you just gotta. Oh yeah. Okay. Be loco. Okay. He named the original Bonnie on the blood. Okay. Who got smacked in front of the stove? Because he got into a fight and he beat dude up, and dude came back and he wasn't ready. Rest in peace to him. His name is initials SP. Do you know who I'm talking about? So yeah, I know. Because everybody, everybody can say they from everybody, and everybody got their own different things. So I'll be like, okay, well, shit, what generation you is? Because everybody say they real, but it's not. That's not something to be announced. But that's something like to be respected. Because you gotta, if you say you real, you gotta stand on that 100,020%. So because when you say that and you announce it, then you already know it's people looking to discredit that at always. So when you can say that at this age and we the same age or close to it, salute. You gotta be. Hey, he says 85. Hey, you gotta be because he said bounty hunters and that is, you gotta really know the influence that the bounty hunters had on Fruit Ridge back in the days. Like, trust me. Like, I'm from the north, but I'm the south area too. Hey Nate, you just can't say he my age though, cause you hella old. Nate hella old, so he could be 50. Nah, I'm just playing. Damn, you just made me think about somebody. The first time I ever heard somebody say Fruit Ridge Vista Bloods. But he said be a bounty hunter. And he was a white boy too. That was my partner in Juvenile Hall. The Vistas used to be part of the P. It wasn't that it was part of the P. It was that a lot of P niggas kicked it over there between Shallow Arms and the G Parkway looking apartments. It was P niggas because that was, I mean, shit. And then they pushed back, bam, they established in Shallow Arms. Some niggas from Shallow Arms don't even say they from the P, but that's really the beginning of the P. I'm gonna tell you something that y'all probably don't know. There's homies that's from, I'm gonna say homies because it's a sack thing with me in my mind frame, you know. But it's Oak Park niggas that when they throw up their stuff, they call they that's from 4th Avenue. They call themselves the original Four Deuce. They try to change it and say because the four and the two meet, but no. Like I was cellies with somebody that was gang banging since '84, and that was what he used to say. I'm from Pebble Beach, 4th Ave, original Four Deuce. But once the Fruit Ridge established, that's why they had to say that. Had to say it was original because guess what? Fruit Ridge is now established at their own hood. So, what you mean you left behind? I put it like this. I'm gonna just say I grew up in Cooneyville too, and some of the originators that from Cooneyville came from Fruit Ridge. Of course, I remember Lama Verde Paru. I went to Burbank. I went to Burbank from the 9th grade to the 12th. What happened to them? Uh, Pretty much when you don't have a younger generation following behind you, then pretty much you die. I don't know how to explain it otherwise, but they didn't have no little homies. Like Lama Verde, when they came out 92, 93, they was popping like shit. They was popping. But they did not have no little homies that came after them. And that's when they kind of integrated to Meadowview. You sure Deuce was from Lama Verde? But yeah, I used to, man, like I still talk to one person, two people from Lama Verde Paru, but they older now, so it's like it ain't like it was. Like it's like Lama Verde was a period in time, literally. Lama Verde was a period in time. The youngsters keep it going. I see the same tagging from 25 years ago in the same neighborhood. It's not the old school cats. Well, that's the thing. The youngsters keep it going, and they didn't have no youngsters, so that's why they hood disappeared. Some hoods had comebacks though. Some hoods had comebacks. But Lama Verde is like a small strip tucked in between 29th Street and 24th Street. two former or two Crip neighborhoods. That's the you could literally say Lama Verde was located in Garden Block. You could literally say that. All I see is North 8 tagging. No Black Hoods tagging like that anymore. I ain't never picked up a can of spray paint in my life for the purpose of tagging. So so if I missed a period where Sacramento niggas started tagging, let me know. I stand corrected. I missed a whole lot. You know where I was. I was on vacation. I knew some breakdancers though. Like I knew, matter of fact, I do remember in 94, 93, 94, when breakdancing came back in Sacramento and at Burbank High School, you had the breakdancers and you had the taggers. So, yeah, but I don't know about no black ones, though. There probably was, but they just was something else. We need to do some more black panels. Indeed. I agree. We could I could start the StreamYard right now. Or matter of fact, Nate, start the StreamYard on your channel and then share the link on here. And we get it cracking. I've dirtied my hands many nights. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something about tagging that always interested me. I didn't know that them tags, like how we look at some tags, and if we recognize it, we recognize it. Oh, that's in our city. But them other tags that we don't recognize be meaning shit. Like it be like people that communicate through these tags. It'd be like Dirt was here, all the way in Utah. But then you look in New York up in the alley in the tunnel and you see the same tag. Dirt was here. And they go all across the country marking them up. You said you hit him with the shallow arms. I'm a real Sac nigga, man. I can't take nothing off of it. I'm a real Sacramento nigga, and I lived everywhere in Sac. Everywhere. I lived everywhere. I challenge you to pick a place in Sacramento that I haven't lived. I ain't never lived in the creek though. My boy Sunshine from Shallow Arms. I wonder what the hell he doing. Shout out Sunshine. Hey Nate, funny ass story. The homie Sunshine from Shallow Arms. He from Oak Park, but he Shallow Arms, right? The homie Sunshine. I seen somebody, and I thought it was him, and I swear I thought it was Sunshine online. And I asked dude, I said, "Hey, is you Sunshine?" That nigga said, "The fuck you say to me? The fuck you say to me?" I said, I got a homie named Sunshine. And, and I was trying to see if it was you. And nigga said, "Nah, nigga, we don't do that shit around here. My name ain't no motherfucking Sunshine." I said, "No, I really meant that. Like, I really meant that." Sunshine. All right, so Nate got the link posted for StreamYard. So I'm gonna know that everybody has went over there when the numbers go down, and then I'll switch over. But Nate, I'm gonna log in on my phone. Well, I'm gonna log in here first because I could do both.
Black people as a whole. I can top of the morning, bro. Hold on, let me answer this question. Big bro, where do you see black people in the next 10 years? Now that's a very broad question. That's a very broad question. That would go to demographic. You know what I mean? Because if people who are not trying to see better are going to keep in 10 years, they're going to still be doing the same stuff they're doing now if they're still doing anything, in my opinion. People like myself are going to be trying to build up our community and show youngsters a better way. You know what I mean? And move into these boardrooms and these offices and control stuff so we can supply better jobs and make better opportunities for other black people. You know what I mean? So it's a broad question. I can't say all black people are going to be in the same place in 10 years. Those who are trying to do better will be doing better. That's where we'll be in 10 years. What's happening, bro?
I'm still hoping that we got flying cars in 10 years.
Tesla's on the way. MP, what's happening? Tesla trying to do it. Tesla, I mean, shoot, California trying to make all cars electric in the next 12 years.
10 years, man. Hey, sometimes they ask you where you see yourself in 2 years. It's kind of hard to answer in 10 years, but you can only pick the obvious when it comes down to that.
Hey, Spencer, you can hit the live. You can hit the link if you'd like to come in, bro. We can just go back and forth, bro, instead of me just responding to your comments. Purple, what's happening? But yeah, I understand. You're right. We do have to not be petty towards each other. And you're right. We got to help each other. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm going to start myself by doing more panels that are open to all black men that are trying to share good knowledge. You know what I mean? If you're trying to share good knowledge or good positivity, pull up.
What about the white men?
What about the white man?
You said if you're black, pull up. What about the white man want to pull up?
I mean, they can pull up if they got something positive to say. If you got some negativity, understand. Matter of fact, don't get it messed up. Anybody can pull up. But at the same time, if you say anything even remotely negative, I'm blocking you out. I'm blocking you out. I'm keeping you from my life. You know what I mean? It's good. We need to come together, period. You know what I mean? Period. But we're gonna start as black men.
So let me start. Let me share my experience yesterday. I'm riding down north, and I was going to see Money Jack Memorial just because I was let Turbo know, like, there ain't no way I could slide through the hood and not go pay my respects or at least drive by and salute.
Right.
But one block, you got Zo 38. You see his memorial. You got to salute him. You drive 2 blocks up and you see Money Jack's. 2 memorials. You can literally stand at Zo 38's memorial with his candles and stuff because they still there. And you can look at Money Jack's and see the balloons for Money Jack's memorial.
And see, that's what's unfortunate. That's our we out here, we dying out here, man, and there's nobody trying to speak nothing positive to it. You know what I mean? For those of you guys who don't know, I don't remember how much dirt went into who Money Jack was. You know what I mean? I just know that bro was kind of toe up about bruh.
Please let me tell a story about Money Jack.
Money Jack, I'll let Dirt tell a story, but what you guys got to understand is me and Dirt are from Del Paso Heights. Bloods, right? We're not affiliated. We're not gang banging no more, but at the same time, we're from Del Paso Heights Bloods. And Money Jack was one of the first ones. You know what I mean? He was one of the first ones to really be on some Del Paso Heights blood shit. Like, and see, if you don't know our history, you wouldn't know. But it's certain individuals that, whether negatively or positively, laid the foundation for a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Changed a lot of stuff for my childhood, at least. You know what I mean? Because, and you know, I didn't really want to go on the internet and talk about bruh, because bruh's like family to me. Bruh is family to me, technically, DNA wise.
There's nothing wrong with talking about him in a humorous and positive light.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, technically, bruh is family, but above all that, to me, you know what I mean, bruh, that's the double OG home, triple OG home. You know what I mean, there would have been no Young Nate back in 1987 if there wasn't no Money Jack before that. You know what I mean? You know, to be 100% honest, if there was no, see, and y'all all know I don't like saying a lot of names on my channel, you know what I mean? But there's certain names I can say right now that are in Money Jack's age group that if it wasn't for them, like, there wouldn't be no me right now. You know what I mean? Who knows where I would be? You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be Young Nate from the Heights. You know what I mean? Or Nate Dogg from the Heights now. But at that time when I was young, I was just Young Nate.
See, I caught Money Jack. Put it like this: when Money Jack met me, he already knew who I was.
Oh, okay.
Like, he already knew who I was. All I had to do was tell him who I was related to, and he knew. Oh, whoop your mama. Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
And so immediately it was a family embrace.
Right.
And I met him later in his age though. I met him in his 40s in Solano.
Okay.
So I met him in his 40s, and he was, and I met him at an age where all he wanted to do is just have a good time.
Yeah, I didn't meet him at 25, but the first time I recognized who he was like 25, 26.
Yeah. Hey, look. Because I wanted to tell this story, man. I wanted to tell it on mine, but I forgot. But Money Jack, he had to have his drink, right?
Right.
He had this wine, we called it Shake It Fast, because all he would do, he would make it in 24 hours. So he would take the old kicker and just pour some juice and some water on it and shake that shit up. And be in the day room, drunk in the motherfucker, off the Shake It Fast, passed it around, and I'm tasting. I'm like, this tastes like water. It don't taste like nothing, but just the top, whatever the taste is, the chemical thing in it. All he needed was just that to put that Indian, to bring that Indian up out of him.
Yeah, that's all he needed.
We used to have to, man. That was, man.
But I mean, that was him on the streets too. Like before, like he always had drink. And you know, like I know, he was in and out before he did the big long joke. You know what I mean? But when he was out, people was in line. Certain people was in line. Like, oh, Money Jack out. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody see, like, they see the picture I posted of him, and they see the little stuff on Facebook, and all they see the OG, they see the old man, but don't understand that, man, bro used to tear these Del Paso High streets up, man.
Man, I remember one time, man, he almost died because I remember he had swallowed some shit, and that shit exploded up in him. And they had to bring Money Jack back to life. I don't know if you seen him later in life, but he had staples.
No, I didn't see him. I didn't get a chance to catch him.
Yeah, like he had staples in his shit where they had to cut his chest open and go up in there. I mean, the stomach open, stomach, to save him.
Unfortunately for me, I didn't even know he was out yet.
3 months.
I didn't even know he was out yet. That's the cold thing. But because I damn sure would have pulled up on him if I heard he was out. You know what I mean? But you know, I ain't gonna say I'm not tapped in, but I don't be out there like that. I don't be in the hood like that. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say that when that news came across that he was home, like, that's good news. But what's in us, what's naturally bred in us, is when the homies come home, it's like they have a part of us. Like, especially if we was rocking together, now they're home. We have an obligation to give them our best.
Yeah.
And at least once. Like, look, this is what it is. This is how I rock. This is what you need to know out here. You about to encounter this, and this. Keep your head up and power through that shit, and you're going to be good.
And that's why I would have wanted to pull up on him if I would have knew he was out. Because I would have wanted, no cap, like, I would have wanted him to see me now.
Yeah.
Like, see me now. Like I wanted Ray Ray to do when he came home. Like, I need you to see me now. See what I'm on now. So you can see, like, what you doing, bro? Come on, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's do it. And not even to say that bro got backed into the bullcrap, because he didn't. You know, the whole situation is fucked up all the way around what happened, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That is what it is. But it ain't even like he jumped out and was back in the bullcrap. He wasn't even out long enough to be in no bullcrap.
That's, man, literally, when we come home, there is a customary probationary period that you must make it through. Literally, it's what I'm gonna describe it like this: when them track runners be running their head down and they come up and then they full stride, you gotta give yourself a chance to put your head up and catch your stride. And it's sad when homies come home and they don't catch their stride and they back where they just gave all their life to.
Absolutely. Thank you, Melinda. Yeah, so that's a big thing. So anybody who we need to start. I want to start doing more lives like this, where we can chop it up about positive shit and how we can help our own community. You know what I mean? And how we can start building shit up. You know what I mean? Because I know some people I know a lot of people in the community that are trying to build our community, but you know, there's some people in our community that are portraying themselves like they're trying to build our communities, but they're not really building bank accounts. You know what I mean? And I guess it's time to stand up, man. Not I guess, it is. It is. You know what I mean? It is. So, you know, everybody knows initially my reasoning, one of my reasonings for starting a YouTube channel in the first place was so people could hopefully learn from the stuff that we've been through. You know what I mean? Learn what not to do, not to glorify it by any means, but understand that everybody thinks you got two sides of the scale. You got people who think that prison is all war and everybody's getting down every day and this bull crap. Then you got people that think, oh, it's a cakewalk. You got people. You know what I mean? You got people on both sides of the spectrum, right? But what people don't realize is how much of a waste of time it is. You know what I mean? You don't got too many people coming out here saying how much you waste your life away just sitting in a box. And like I said on the last live we had with Primo, like, you got so many people that are wasting their life away out here just sitting in a box of their own consciousness, a box of I can't, or I won't, or I don't want to, or you know what I mean? Whatever excuse they may come up with of not to do anything with their freedom.
How did we feel about that word can't?
I don't use that. I don't use that word. I don't use that word because for example, how am I gonna know that I can't do something if I haven't tried to do it? So what's the point of me saying I can't if I haven't even tried to do it yet?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go try it first. And if I can't try it, I'm gonna figure it out. Or I'm gonna figure out how to do it to where it fits my abilities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm gonna just, I couldn't do it, so I'm out.
Couldn't do. Them was what was we taught? Them was destructive words of destruction.
Yeah, I can't. What you mean you can't? You ain't even tried yet. Get up.
Mm-hmm.
Get up. My daughter didn't think she could do. My daughter's 5 years old. She didn't think she could do a cartwheel a month ago. I went to practice last night. She's doing a perfect cartwheel.
She about to be doing flips in a minute.
And what do I say to her when she says she can't? Try again. Come on, let's try it again, baby. Come on. Daddy help you. Let's do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it again. Now I'm watching. I was impressed because that was the first time I actually saw it. Like perfectly. And I'm like, and I'm standing back with my wife, waiting to pick her up. And I look and I see it. I was like, I looked at my wife, and my wife was like, yup, she did that.
She gonna have she gonna have a tuck at the end of that thing next week.
In a minute, I promise you. And like you said, it's not something that we should be putting any kind of stock in. We shouldn't be putting any kind of stock into camp. What's up, Wolf Walker?
There's a word that I got from Drina, watching Drina at work, and I always throw it out there now. Impediment. I used to listen in on their groups. What is your impediment? And if you can figure that out, then you know right where to start. Like, what is preventing you from doing this? Like, this is what you want to do. What's preventing you? Is it you? Sometimes you run into yourself.
Most of the time you run into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time you run into yourself.
Mm-hmm. What are your impediments? You gonna run into you gonna run into yourself or Benjamin Franklin?
So back in the day, you had Frederick Douglass, right? His impediment, he didn't know how to read or write. You know, we're not talking about slavery or whatever that was going on, but just the reading and writing. But he had a story to tell, right? He wanted to share his story, and he had to teach himself how to read and write before he could even tell the story, right? And he had to go and like play with these kids, little white kids down at the docks and stuff where he was working. That's how he learned. Like, he couldn't go to school, but he had that story to tell, and he learned how to read and write, and then wrote a book and shared the story. So I think that's something that we got to think about, you know, something a lot of people got to think about.
Absolutely. So hear me out real quick, because I got this interview already had lined up. I just got an email from you, Dirk. I thought it was 9:30, but I think you want to do a pre-interview. But let me say this, and then we're gonna leave it alone. Then we'll go on again later if y'all ain't got nothing going on. You know, we got to hit that sweet spot too, Dirk. The problem is that there's so many people that will see somebody doing something and failing, right? We got so many individuals, brothers, that'll see another brother doing something and got the game to tell him how to do it better, even though he see him failing, but he won't tell him. You know what I mean? Why is that? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. If I got some game that you can use, I'm not in the streets no more. Where people are saying, "Oh, game is to be sold, not told." Nah. That's not how we build.
I think it got to do with conscience too. With me, it got to do with conscience, because if something happens to that homie in his infant state meaning like you fresh to the world and the world has moved on, right. And if you give them some bullshit, that's gonna be on your conscience. So I'd rather say at that moment, I gave you everything I could and I tell you everything right. So if something happens to you, I got peace. But if I know I seen that homie and didn't do my best or didn't tell him nothing real, then that'll be on me. I don't want that.
And my thing is, I'm never gonna give somebody something that's gonna harm them anyway.
No, not giving them something knowing that they need it is harming them.
I think that's harming them too. Absolutely. I think that would definitely harm them. If I see somebody and Dirk, we could speak on this for each other, that if I see something going sideways or see something that's not working or something that can help you or you can help me, we automatically, you know what I mean? And off top.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I see somebody that I associate with in any kind of way, like, we ain't got to be best friends, we ain't got to be homeboys, we ain't got to be slight acquaintances. If I see you doing something that I know about already, I've been through that already, I did that already, and I know that, bro, you're gonna wreck into the wall going that way, turn left, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, turn left, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you to turn left. Now you don't have to turn left.
Especially when you know that a person ain't even got their driver's license yet, because you ain't.
You can be, But you could be on that. I know what I'm doing. I don't got to listen to. You can do that because I know I told you to turn left.
Yeah.
I gotta learn the hard way.
Straight, and you hit that wall. That's on you. Because then when you at the body shop, and you be like, damn, they told me to turn left, man. I should have turned left, man. Damn. Now I gotta be prepared.
Next time, I'm gonna listen.
I'm gonna pay attention next time.
I think in 2016, that was the last time I was not gonna turn the desired direction when I had to go back and sit back down.
Right, and this is. I wanted to keep this going. I didn't think it would.
Man, hey, look, we achieved.
We good. No, we good. We still good. He just hit me again. He was just sending me the link ahead of time. Okay. Yeah. But my thing, and that's the thing is, so many people are not trying to help each other. Like if I knew I had a home inspection issue in my home, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call Wolf. Bro, hey, this is what the home inspector said, bro. What you think about? Oh no, he's trying to gouge you, dog. No, because I don't know about that, and that's another thing. Too many people are scared to ask for help. Too much pride to ask about something they don't know nothing about. I'm not gonna go out here in my garage and take my motorcycle engine apart because I don't know nothing about motorcycle engines. But I'll pull up on somebody that do. And he gonna help me with no charge because we help each other. The people I associate with have no problem helping each other build each other up. And I use all these analogies talking about driving and motorcycles and all this to mean to help you relate to what I mean by life, though. By life, we got to help each other in life if we want to see each other do well. But we gotta really be helping each other just to help each other, not because I think if I help Dirt with this, Dirt gonna do something for me later. I don't care what Dirt do for me. If Dirt need my help doing this right now, that's what I'm gonna do because that's the type of dude I am. Period. You can ask Dirt how many times I asked him for anything other than advice.
Hey, you know what? And you call for advice at the weirdest times. And that's why I appreciate it. You call me at 5:30. Hey, what you think about this? Program time.
If he sleep, he'll call me back.
Program time. That's shit, but I know when I call, I'll be ready to get up.
Yeah, come on. You know, when it pop in my head, there's only there's certain people that I call that I know. Like, it depends on the situation. Whatever the situation is, I know who to call to ask about that specific situation. You know what I mean? And I'm going to call, and most of my circle, off top, when they see pretty much everybody that knows me, if they see a missed call from me, they're going to call me right back as soon as they see it. Like, because they usually, for 99% of the time, I don't call unless I really want to know something. You know what I mean? Or I call for a reason. I don't call, hey, how you doing? Unless it's extenuating circumstances, like I'm just calling to check in with them. You know what I mean? But that's regular homeboy stuff.
Hey, is today your RDO?
Yeah, today's my day off, yeah.
Hey, I might...
We're not in prison no more, Dirt. It's not a RDO.
Hey, I'm going to hit you later then.
Yeah. I got this interview at 9:30, and then I'm probably gonna do another interview right after that. But other than that, yeah, it's up. I'm at it.
All right, that's what's up.
I ain't got nothing planned.
All right, man. Well, I'm up out of here.
All right, Wolf. Thank you for pulling up.
Yeah. All right, Dirt. All
right, Wolf.
Pulling up.
All right, y'all. Hey, y'all came through. 23 likes. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Here's to y'all. Yeah, right. As though you wasn't going to hit the link. You wasn't going to hit the link. All right, man. I got to start my day. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Dirty. Go.